Arsenal continued their unbelievable form by beating Brighton 3-0 at the Amex Stadium to send them back top of the league. This was a classic performance we've seen by Arsenal recently where they absolutely dominate the other team, and it was flawless from back to front the whole game. Let's talk about the game and talk about some of the key players in it. I want to do a full tactical deep dive into certain players throughout the next coming days, but I'm a bit busy today, so this is going to be the only video, and this is my instant reactions. I thought that was a flawless display by Arsenal. Now, necessarily maybe not flawless because we really did miss a lot of chances, and I believe the game was quite cagey in the first half just because we weren't taking our chances. But considering Brighton have not had the best season, but they have been very good before and of course there's so many problems, we basically easily beat them home and away, and Havertz obviously was a massive player in both them games. But before I get into him, I want to say that I genuinely think Arsenal are currently the best team in the Premier League and one of the best teams in Europe. And a lot of people take that with a grain of salt because I am an Arsenal fan, but I just believe I watch so many teams play and I don't think anyone controls the game like we do. We have the best defensive structure in the Europe right now. We don't look like we're ever going to concede a goal unless it's from a long shot or a fluky effort. I mean, in this game, Brighton are a very good attacking team, scored many goals, and their only real chances was that really good shot by Enciso outside the box, which was a brilliant save by Raya, and a couple of other half effort. We have every single man behind the ball when we need to, and they all break going forward brilliantly. The amount of effort and work rate that every single player in this team shows consistently is amazing. And I have been quick to critical on players that haven't had a great mobility in the past, but I need to shut up and realise that these players are in the team for a reason. Jorginho was exceptional today. I felt like he did so well. He was running around. I thought he was really good, very aggressive at winning the ball back. And I loved his movement for the second goal, being proactive and getting the ball in there, and Havertz being the striker that we need, finally getting in the right position. The fact that everyone in our team is willing to help each other in every single moment and also do different roles. We had so many people running this game, running through, and it was very hard for Brighton to keep up. I felt like we kept getting in behind with different players, and although people like Gabriel Jesus, in my opinion, missed a few good chances, I still think everyone in the attack line was very impressive. And coming away to Brighton and win 3-0 is something that this team never would have done. I know we won their 4-2 last year, but that was more of a scrappy game where we really destroyed them on the break. And this game we did do very well on the break again, but it's more domination, more of the ball, and brilliant once again. And the funny thing is, we actually had less possession than Brighton. They had 54% with 46, but we still expected goals were so great. We had over 3, we had 20 shots, 7 on target, and we had 7 big chances and missed 4, so we should have scored a lot more goals. And I do think that our first goal from the penalty spot was absolutely fair. Now, maybe it's a little bit biased from me, but in my opinion, yes, he does touch the ball, but in no way in the rules does it say if you touch the ball first, it's just not a penalty. Slightly touches the ball, Jesus still has the ball with his control, he's still going to be able to go past him, and then he swipes him out. In my opinion, it's quite clear that it's definitely a penalty. At least the referee gave it, so you can't really overturn it. If it was the other way, then I can understand maybe it not being given if it weren't given originally, but it was, so you can't really overturn that at all. But firstly, we will go into it because I am the Kai Havertz fanboy. I love Kai Havertz. I think he's been a brilliant sign since he signed for Arsenal, and in this game, yet again, I think he proved it and why we bought him. 7 duels won, 7 lost. He's getting his body about everywhere, pushing the defenders back, being physical, making sure it's a physical battle with the other team. I also like he is starting to get that striker instincts. He is getting into the box when we need him to. He scored a goal today, tapping, but it was great movement to get in there, and gets an assist because he's quick to alert when Trossard just gets that touch away and puts him through. As long as Havertz can contribute in these ways, he is a perfect player for our team. We create so many chances with him also coming back and defending. This is why I worry if Arsenal were to sign someone, they would have to do this defending because it is so vital everyone does it. The defenders, yet again, insane. I'm running out of words to describe how good Gabriel, Saliba, White, and Raya. I think Raya today was exceptional in that first half. Did that brilliant save. I thought he really commanded his box, and I was very impressed. One of the really good performances by him recently. Our defense is genuinely insane. I keep seeing people say, are we actually going to concede? That's still now 4 goals we've conceded in the Premier League since 2024 started. We are in the 6th of April right now. That is crazy. Gabriel did that block right at the end, and everyone was celebrating. You can see how much it means to them. They want to keep clean sheets even if we are 3-0 up, and I respect that so much, and they deserve it. I do think Raya's probably going to get the Golden Glove now, but he's got to give a lot of thanks to his 2 centre-backs in front of him, and White, and the left-back. Everyone who's coming has been brilliant. And the thing is with Arsenal, I think comparatively between Liverpool and Man City, you even saw the goal that De Bruyne scored today. When they need it, they just score worldies because they are that good. I don't necessarily think Arsenal on a player-to-player basis are as good as them 2 teams, but I think as a squad and and our system, and maybe Mikel Arteta's management right now is the best in the league. We are the most confident team in the league, most dominant team at these games. People say we're boring because they just simply don't watch us enough. And I wouldn't say that we have any sort of players on the same level. We don't have a player that can necessarily score worldy when we need it to. They can definitely do that. They're great players, but it's not going to be a consistent output for the team. Liverpool and Man City just seem to score some amazing goal out of nowhere, which saves them. We're not like that. When we play good, we play good, and we absolutely dominate teams off the park. And even today, we missed 4 big chances and still scored 3 goals away against Brighton, a very good attacking team. And it didn't look very hard for us at all. And considering we've dominated them twice this year, it's very impressive. I was very surprised by the fact that Zinchenko started this game, and Jesus to an extent, but it seems like Martinelli is not fully fit still. And I think Jesus was okay, did miss a few chances. As a winger, I can see potential there though. I can definitely see him being a good squad winger in the future. He just needs to sort out some of his things, but he is a good dribbler. He just makes poor decisions, I think. And Zinchenko's a weird one because, yet again, not people are very happy with his performance, and I don't think he can defend very well. We all know this, but it seems like we're changing up the system. I feel like we're trying something different. We're putting Zinchenko in, and Jorginho and Rice and Odegaard having a lot more presence in midfield in there. And I don't know, maybe Zinchenko played because I don't think he's going to play in the week against Bayern. I think we'll probably see Tomiyasu come in for that, but I still think there is a chance of Zinchenko. I've been quite harsh on him, admittedly, and I do think I can see a future of him still at the club. It just depends on what we want to play and if this system is actually going to work. Because when Timber comes in and we've got Ben White that can do it, I worry about Zinchenko's starting lineup chances, especially considering I think Kivior or Tomiyasu right now deserves to start over him. Overall though, you've got to say this could have been a potential banana skin. We have struggled against Brighton in the past, and I was a little bit worried going into it, but I need to stop worrying because Arsenal are undefeatable right now. 11 games in the Premier League this year, and we've won 10 and drawn 1, and we still only conceded 4 goals. The defence is so good together. And with Liverpool playing Manchester United away tomorrow, obviously a big game. We're hoping Manchester United can get a result for us. It's a very close title race. Of course, we've got the Aston Villa, United and Spurs game, which are key, and literally every single game is going to be like that. But this gives me confidence how dominant we were today, and we obviously have a massive game in the week against Bayern Munich in the Champions League quarter-final. But they were 2-0 up and lost to Heidehelm today, which pretty much means that their league title is over. If Bayern Leverkusen win one more game, then they're not going to win the title. So Bayern Munich going into the second leg could actually just be focusing on that. And even in the game in week, they could be focusing fully on us because the league is basically over. Definitely something to think about, but I don't think Bayern look the best, especially defensively. Now, like I said, I'm obviously going to do a lot more videos on this game. I think I'm going to do 2 videos tomorrow where I go into the team tactically and talk about the game in more in-depth way. I'm just really busy this weekend. Obviously, if you don't know, I started a wrestling channel, and if you don't know, it's WrestleMania weekend, so I've got a lot of stuff I'm planning for that. But I'm very happy with this result. We really needed a dominant result. I mean, maybe to prove people, but who really cares what they think? We know how good we are, and it doesn't really matter. I'm so impressed with the defense yet again, and I'm very excited for the game against Bayern in the week. No Bayern away fans are going to be there. Let's make that place loud, and let's get a really good victory. We can definitely do it. I believe in the team. Let me know what you guys think about the performance and the game in midweek. I want to see your opinion. And who was your man of the match? Who impressed you the most in this game? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.